This will be number 3 for the day. A couple more aren't here. That's okay, because we've got 3 of the good ones here. Please help me welcome for U.S. Senate, Kie Westby.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you for CCDL for sponsoring this wonderful event. I want to talk about 2 things, and the second one will be the Second Amendment. But the first one is taxes. Now, I know that when you speak in public, you're supposed to not say 4-letter words. So I'm just going to say 4 words. Taxes are too high. Taxes are too high for all of us, especially in Connecticut. We have more taxes than you can shake a stick at. Taxes take away our freedom. They rob us of choices. They deprive us of the fruits of our labor. And taxes are too high in Connecticut. You know, we recently sent in our tax returns with our money. And in Connecticut, Tax Freedom Day is May 5th. May 5th. In Tennessee, Tax Freedom Day is March 28th. About 5 weeks later. So for 5 extra weeks, we work for the government in the state of Connecticut. That's the truth, folks. And I'm sure all of you have friends that have moved south, moved to states where there is no income tax and there is no death tax. And that's what we're saddled with, folks. So when you send me to Washington, I'm going to fight for you because I believe that taxes are too high, and I get it. How will I fight? I will fight with my heart and my soul, with every sinew of my body. I will fight like those Marines that stormed the beach at Iwo Jima and hoisted the flag on Mount Suribachi. That's how I will fight for you. Taxes are too high. And I get it. And I will fight for you in the United States Senate. Now, the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is really, according to many legal scholars, the most important amendment. Because if we don't have the Second Amendment, all the other amendments are out the window. We need to have the power to protect ourselves, the power to protect our family, and the power to protect ourselves against an ever-encroaching federal government. I just heard a federal judge recently say, the Second Amendment, it says what it means and it means what it says. And when I'm in the United States Senate, I will fight with every sinew of my body to confirm judges and justices who understand and appreciate the Second Amendment. When I declared my candidacy for the United States Senate, I cut a YouTube video. And my first act, my first public declaration was to call for the removal of Eric Holder as our Attorney General. I'm sure you have read the NRA magazines that have told us the story, the scheme and the scandal of Fast and Furious. They have done what the mainstream media has refused to do. And if we follow this story, and if we connect the dots lead us to Eric Holder. Eric Holder must go. Fast and Furious represents a government plot to subvert, destroy the Second Amendment. That's what it stands for. And we have to fight. We have to fight like those Marines that landed on Iwo Jima and launched the flag on the top of Mount Suribachi. We have to fight like those Marines to keep our Second Amendment and to remove people like Eric Holder who are trying to destroy the Second Amendment. Unfortunately, the assault on the Second Amendment just does not emanate from our federal government. Unfortunately, it comes from the United Nations as well. And we need to speak out. We need to speak out against the United Nations when they try to impair our sovereignty, when they try to vitiate and impair our Second Amendment. We need to speak out against the United Nations, too, when they want to take away our Constitution. I will fight for you. I will fight to lower your taxes, all taxes, income taxes, gas taxes, death taxes, business taxes. And I will fight for the Second Amendment. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there are storm clouds on the horizon. There are truly storm clouds on the horizon. There are people that want to tax you into submission to make you a dependent of the government. There are people who want to take away our Second Amendment. They want to destroy our Constitution and replace it with something else. The storm clouds are gathering, and we have reached a Paul Revere moment. We have reached a Paul Revere moment where we have to be able to jump on our horses at midnight to sound the alarm. To sound the alarm for freedom. To sound the alarm for individual rights. To sound the alarm for limited government. Ladies and gentlemen, it's people like you that are going to answer to that Paul Revere moment. May God bless you.